Hey YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. We're going to be jumping into some Shadow of Intent with the Battle of the Maginot Sphere. It's a very weird name to say. I fucking love Shadow of Intent. They are melodic symphonic deathcore with black metal, death metal influences built into it. Their later albums go way more into their death metal than their deathcore side. It still has deathcore influences, but this isn't newer. This is much older. Shadow of Intent, and we're just going to jump into this. This is one of their faster kind of songs. This is a reaction, as I've already heard pretty much everything Shadow of Intent have ever made. So let's just jump into it. That was Shadow of Intent with the Battle of the Maginot Sphere. I feel I need to know a bunch more Halo references in order to understand this album completely, in order to understand where the lyrics come from. I know it's about a huge battle, about a thing over a planet, about creatures swarming over the planet, about their families being destroyed, about searching for a guy in the middle of a fleet, about wanting to destroy him, about wanting to reclaim everything that was taken from him. And that's kind of where the song is all about: the death and the destruction and the weeping and the everything just completely fucking up because of it. And because of the huge battles and war, everything is going to shit. The sphere is basically a planet, I think. And it's just them fighting over the planet, fighting over their families dying, wanting to get their revenge, wanting to kill their families, wanting to kill them. And just everything going in a huge endless circle in order to keep this battle forever flowing. At least that's what I got from the lyrics. I think if I knew more Halo references, I would get a lot more from it. But that's just me, you know, like lyrically, a lot of Shadow Intent is very much based off games like Halo. At least in the first couple of albums, like this is their first. This is Reclaimer, so this is the very first one they released, and it's a masterpiece. That's the only way I can really describe Reclaimer. Every Shadow Intent album is a masterpiece, but when you bring this kind of heat to your very first album, it just shows the kind of band that you are. They literally went from not being anywhere to being like the best in deathcore that you could possibly be in literally one album, which is fucking insane. The only bands that have really done that are bands like Sonata Arctica and Blind Guardian, for instance, and Nocturnal Rites, and a few other bands out there have gone from nothing to fame instantly because their first albums were just that amazing, were just that perfect, and just sounded amazing in whatever genre they were in, whether it be deathcore or power metal. But like Shadow Intent are probably at the top of their game. Ben, the vocalist, is like somebody who I idolize to scream like. I know I never will. I know I will never get to that point in my life. But as close as I can get to that point, to that dream, then I'm happy. You know what I mean? Either way. Fucking brutal and fast. It reminded me similar to Archspire style in terms of its speed, in terms of its severity. Not quite as fast as Archspire, but Archspire are demons of speed and they are tech death. So what more do you really expect from that? Very, very cool song. Very, very different from the rest of the album. The fastest song on the album for sure. Just brutal and fast and lyrically very, very destructive. And vocally playing, everything was tight, everything was perfect, everything was just exactly how you'd want it to be. And honestly, it was amazing. Imagine first hearing this band out of nowhere. You'd literally be like, how the fuck do I not know this band? How many albums do they have before this? This being their first is mind-blowing, you know what I'm saying? Either way. I hope you guys enjoyed, man. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night. And I will catch you guys in the very, very next video. Until then, have a wonderful day. Take it easy.